there was a story that actually made me kind of think that kind of relates a little bit to the B1 story. Kinda. It relates to B1 a little bit, kind of in a roundabout way. Do you remember a while back we talked about Keke Palmer, the girl who was on Disney Channel, and she like hosts game shows now and stuff like that. And she went to see Usher, and she posted some pictures of her wearing some like booty shorts and stuff like that. And her boyfriend got all pissed off and got all worked up, and I don't know if they're together even at this point or whatever, but he unfollowed her on social media, and I can't remember exactly what he said, but basically along the lines that a wifey shouldn't be acting like this. So he better she better clean up her act and just quit acting up. That's not how a man
pulled a real Jonah Hill.
Yes, one of those kind of things. So, and I really came down hard on him, saying what a bitch, because I liked when we were together. I liked when she would dress all sexy. That was my favorite thing, when we'd go out and she'd be, wearing belly shirts and shorts, and her ass would be hanging out.
I love when my girl wears pants that like make her ass look great. I absolutely all for it.
Yeah, like those yoga
pants.
Can
stare at that ass, the better. Oh,
those
dude,
ribbed,
this white pair of pants that. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All those ribbed yoga pants that help like frame your butt and lift it and everything too. I love those. So the more the better, as far as I'm concerned. You want to show off your ass? That's fine. Just do it with me. Now, that was how I felt until I saw the video of her, Keke Palmer, going to see Usher in concert. Because now, have you seen this video? Because she gets pulled up on stage with Usher. And Usher has done some pretty... Now, this is very tame compared to some of the stuff Usher has done on stage in the past with chicks. But, having watched this, it did remind me of something. And I thought I'd play this and see what you guys thought, if it reminded you guys of anything, and to see if maybe I'm overreacting or if I'm hypocritical. So watch this. And the audio is going to be weird on this. The beginning of it, you're going to be able to hear it because Usher's not singing. But obviously, once he starts singing, I can't play that shit. So the audio will cut out at one point. So that's Keke Palmer at the concert with Usher. Oh, nice big hug. Holding on to that hug for a long time. Look at this. Got her hip all up in him. He's got his arm around her and the small of her back, pulling her close. She's grooving, grinding, singing along with him, all up in it. And then she realizes I'm close, so she backs off a little bit, and then he pulls her a little bit closer. And then, okay, now they back off the dancing. She's, okay, well, maybe let me show you what you missed out on when you walked away. Turned around, showed him her ass. So that was some pretty heavy dancing, pretty good. There you go.
See, I think that was innocent.
Oh man, see, I don't know, man. You tell me. Now I watched this, and maybe I am a hypocrite, but I see some of this right in here is where I'm not liking it. A little bit of the eye contact right there. Pulling close.
Yeah, that all looked innocent. It wasn't very long eye contact. He's got to sell it a little bit for entertainment purposes.
I don't know, man.
There's nothing that she's doing. There's nothing that she's doing that's telling me that she's throwing herself at him.
She's all throwing her head back like she can't get enough of it. I don't know, man. I'm not really... it made me kind of change my opinion on the whole thing before. Where her boyfriend got all worked up. Yeah, her boyfriend got all upset about it. But then I thought to myself, am I a hypocrite? Because I do remember seeming to have somebody's back at a certain festival when they jumped up on stage and did a little bit of dancing with Vanilla Ice. So that's B1 at Rover Fest. I think 2014, 2014. I actually don't remember. 2013. No, it's probably 2012 actually. She ends up going up on stage. Vanilla Ice was performing. That's one of his clowns back going in and out of the scene. I think this was during the Ninja Turtles song or some shit like that. I don't know. I can't keep up with Vanilla Ice's songs other than Ice Ice Baby. Now, this video looks pretty tame. You notice that she's just by herself up on a what's it called? I don't know, some sort
Platform.
of platform or whatever the hell you call it. Yeah. But there was a picture. Oh, see, now that's a little much right there. I don't know if I remember that part right there. That was a little much. But there was a part in there where, if you remember, she got all up on Vanilla Ice. And now I kind of don't remember this very much for some reason. This part of it, maybe I'm just having revisionist history. I'm not really sure. But at the time, I remember yelling to her not to take her top off because eventually those shorts came off and she was just down to the bra and the panties there. So I remember yelling, "Don't take your top off," because she had not done the contest yet. And I was worried that she was going to get kicked out of the contest because you can't get naked. So I was worried that she would get kicked out of the whole festival and she wouldn't be able to do the contest. But people were giving me a really hard time, kind of calling me a cuck, basically, back in the day, because I said that I was totally okay with her being up there next to Vanilla Ice doing this. Now, if you look at the picture, you'll notice what is not touching him. It's her ass isn't on him because her hand is in between it, and she's just got a shoulder kind of leaning on him. So that's kind of what the majority of the dancing was, and there wasn't a lot of hip grinding up against Vanilla Ice or anything like that, much unlike one Kiki Palmer. So I think that's where the difference is, and I know I sound like a little bit of a hypocrite, but that's just kind of how I felt about it in watching it, to tell you the truth. So here's another picture from that day, if you don't remember that day.
Those pictures and that video brings back so many memories from that day.
Yep, that was a good day. That was a lot of fun. That was one of the more fun Rover Fest for sure.
That's the day that the girl I went was in the calendar contest, contestant number 22.
Oh, well, there you go. I'll be damned. I didn't realize that.
And she got knocked out. She got knocked out by the security guard, and we got golf carted home.
I actually don't remember that. I think I was a little preoccupied with this. To be honest with you,
yes,
this was her on stage. So yeah, I was a little preoccupied with that. And people will say to me, "Dom, why do you put up with B1?" Well, guys, that'll give you a little bit of an idea why I put up with her. Not only that, she's a great person, and we enjoy each other's company. We really do. So I don't want to sound like just some creep who only is with somebody just because they're a hot piece of ass. But I'm not gonna lie, it certainly does not hurt, and it really helps. So here's another picture from that day. Some of the contestants, and there she is on the left there, kind of mixed in with that girl. She was hanging out with that girl with the red hair all day. They kept rubbing their boobs all on each other and stuff. That was getting me all worked up. That was pretty hot. They were teasing all the guys everywhere.
God, I'm hoping one of the pictures you don't post doesn't have her in it.
I don't know, and I'm be honest with you, Mike, I don't remember what she looks like, so I won't think I would be even able to tell you. But
it's surprising you don't remember her. I was with her for a while, and me and her are the ones that gave you and another show member rides from Tipsy McStaggers down to Dragonfly.
Mikey, think about how wasted I was in Rochester. I lived completely obliterated from the time we got there.
I'm just remembering this right now, 10 years later. So
yeah, come on, man. Rochester is a blur for me. I remember bits and pieces of going there. Just remember that it was a lot of fun. So Here is one more picture from there. It's actually one where I don't know. She's apparently trying to put on a little bit of a show. She's holding the hoots together for everybody there. She's putting on a little bit of an extra show. It looks like all the girls are doing that. So he must have said, "Hold your boobs up" or something like that. So God love Vanilla Ice for doing that. So, yeah. So I don't know if I'm a hypocrite, if I'm just a creep or a pervert or what. I'm not really sure. But I wasn't really too cool with the way that she was hugging up on him. And I think if I back in the day, because she and I were still pretty fresh at that point in time. I don't think we'd even said that we love each other at that point, to tell you the truth. I think I was maybe a little bit more loose with everything. I think if that were to happen now, I would probably not be okay with it. I would be very uncomfortable, considering I remember when we did a meet and greet where we met the country artist Cole Swindell one time. And I remember being all butthurt because she just wanted to have a picture of herself with him, just the two of them. And then we did the group picture, or then we did a picture just me and him. And I was like, well, that's some bullshit. Why wouldn't the three of us take a picture together? I'm here with you. So that pissed me off. I was really salty about that. I'm not going to lie. But so that's kind of,
I got to work.
Oh, you got a work call? Okay. All right. Mikey's got to go. He's got a work call. Hold on one sec, guys. I closed the chat by accident while I was playing that video. I apologize if you guys were talking to me here. So let me check there. I see a super fan donation there. Said Scott78 said she is hot dumb, but that's not everything. A lot of people just going off done with B1. I get it, guys. You get it. You can keep saying it over and over again. Drew Schaefer says B1 the only blonde to ever have boobs. No, it's not. That's why I was trying to explain to you guys. It's more than just somebody who is attractive. But so going back to that though, as far as the sex part of it and the attractiveness and the bod and all that, we haven't been intimate in almost a month now, or it's about a month, maybe even a couple weeks, maybe a couple days longer or whatever. But that doesn't make for a happy dumb. That makes for a real crabby ass motherfucker, to be honest with you. It makes me real short. It makes me not have, almost kind of go a little manic a little bit as far as my ups and downs. And because I just need that that release, whether it's just the actual physical activity of sex or the actual release itself. But to me, it's more just needing that intimate connection with another human being. I kind of need that and I crave it. Like any other guy, I want to have sex, but like the intimate connection that goes along with it. And of course, the actual just, pound town, I miss it. You know what I mean? So I get to a point where I start getting a little bit crabby. And so I finally, the other day, she'd come over and we spent the whole day together on Sunday. We're watching movies and we had ate together and we had a really nice day. It was almost kind of like old times. Laughing, joking around, having a good time, kind of, little touchy-feely here and there. And so I was not under the impression, but I was starting to think this is going to be, this is it. We're gonna do it. Yes. So I was getting excited. And then all of a sudden, after we watched a movie or whatever, or I don't know, there was kind of a break in the action of whatever we were doing. She goes, all right, well, I think I'm going to run home and I'm going to do some laundry. I was like, and then she goes, and I'll come back over later. And I went, oh, okay, well, maybe she'll actually do the laundry and then she'll come back over later. Cool. And then maybe will be like kind of a late night kind of dessert kind of thing because we'd already eaten whatever. So she goes home and then I don't hear from her for hours. And which is not abnormal because sometimes she'll just fall asleep. It's what she does. She likes to take naps. So I've gotten kind of used to that. I just accept it. She takes naps. I don't hear from her for a while. She's taking a nap. I don't care. So then it gets to be a little bit longer, and it's taken some time, longer than the nap would have been. And I say to myself, what's going on? And I'm starting to I'm pissy as it is. I'm starting to get, I'm just kind of already, I'm already on edge and pissy because of what's going on. And then out of nowhere, I just get this urge to say, you know what? I need to text her and ask her about this. But then she ends up, I can't remember the order of events, but eventually I get to the point where I text her and say, so are we not being intimate anymore? Just straight up. Because because it was just clearly weird. Because, we're kind of routine oriented, and we were in the point where there's been multiple times over the past several weeks where we were in that window where it would have worked out for us, especially because the boys haven't been here. So there's plenty of time for all that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, that hasn't happened. So your old big sexy here is getting crabby. So when I asked her about it, she told me the reason why. And it kind of goes back to what I'd been talking about over the past couple of weeks, is that she's been really going through some sort of depression. And to me, that is like, I don't understand that, because nothing takes me out of a depression more than Pound Town. Like nothing releases endorphins and gets you more happy than sex. I immediately, the body dysmorphia immediately starts to kick in. And I go, well, it's because I'm a fat fuck. That's obviously what it is. She's not attracted to me. She's obviously found somebody else that she's attracted to more than me. And now she's just slowly kind of letting me go to where she's going to be attracted. She's got somebody else she's into. Not that she's talking to anyone or even banging someone else. There's just something else that's got her attention, and it isn't me. And I'm not sexy enough or attractive enough to make her attracted to me. That's where my brain goes immediately when these kind of things happen. Whether it's just, like I said, I got body dysmorphia because of the stupid WWE guys when I was a kid. And then it just goes into hyperdrive. I feel like the same way I felt when I was 300 pounds in high school and I was the shoulder that girls would cry on and I would never get anything in return. It just takes me back to that same feeling again, because I feel like I've been here for her a lot lately. Not meaning like financially or anything like that, just emotionally been here for her when she's been going through depression, stuff with her grandmother. I've been really trying to be here for her. Work problems, anything she's got going on, not feeling well, I've been here for her. And so it was kind of like, what else do I have to do to make you, and I understand I can't control somebody's, mental illnesses or depressions or anything like that. But it's frustrating. It's frustrating and made me mad, and it made me go nuts. Like I said, it makes my mania go into overdrive. I think I started going through who she follows on Instagram, and of course I found some buff ass dude with some ripped ass muscular ass dude with abs and fucking motherfuckers taking pictures like this, all fucking showing off his body and shit. And I'm like, I can't fucking compete with that. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? So that shit just makes me feel like a fucking bitch. And it's not being a simp. You can call me a simp all you want. But again, I'm just being honest with you guys. That's how I am. So you can make fun of me all you fucking want. I don't care. But that's just the way I feel. And I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it and pretend it. This is what I went through this weekend. And I'm sure there's probably plenty of people who aren't thrilled with the way they look. And when the person that you think is attracted to you makes you feel like they aren't attracted to you, whether it's not for the reason that you think, that's just where my brain goes. And so I went nuts, and I was like, like I said, I went through all her fucking followers or who she follows. And it was more that she followed him. That was what really sent me over the edge. And so I basically texted her about 1,000 times telling her that obviously I'm not good enough for you. I'm not attractive. So if you want to go be with that fucking guy, be with that fucking guy. All this crazy ass shit. Which I regret. And in hindsight, I realized I had forgotten to take my medication the night before. So like my medication schedule was off. So who knows, maybe that had something to do with it. But like I said, not getting banged makes me feel, it makes me feel like I got friendzone, just like you said, Blue Wolverine. And it also puts me in this weird, awkward position of where am I supposed to go from here? Am I supposed to talk to somebody else? I don't want to talk to somebody else, but I also don't want to not get laid. Now, I'm supposed to take your word for it that you didn't talk to this person. Well, why did you follow this person? It's within the last month-ish, 2 months since this all went down. And we're supposed to be working on ourselves, and then we're giving each other space. Well, part of that isn't that we're not supposed to talk to other people, or we're not supposed to be like actively like looking at other options. So, so that's where what happened this weekend. So the update is, I guess we're no longer FWBs. We're just Fs until she gets things figured out on her end or whatever. But yeah, it was it pissed me off, made me sad and bummed out, and yeah, I didn't really know what to do with it other than just get pissed off and busted out the fleshlight again.